Morning. Myself Prabha Ranjay, working as an assistant professor in EC department at SNS College of Technology. In this lecture video, I am going to discuss about the topic is synchronous and asynchronous counter from the subject digital electronics. Let us discuss. Counter are sequential circuits that count clock pulses and generate output in a specific sequence. A digital circuit which is used to counting pulses is known as counter. Counter is the widest application of flip-flops. It is a group of flip-flop with a clock signal applied. The types of counter, there are two main types. First one is synchronous counter and another one is asynchronous counter. Okay, let me see the what is synchronous counter. In a synchronous counter, all flip-flop are triggered simultaneously by a single clock signal. The clock input across all the flip-flops are the same source and create a same clock signal at the same time. All flip-flops are triggered simultaneously by a single clock signal, which is the synchronous counter. A counter which is using the same clock signal from the same source at the same time, which is called the synchronous counter, and it has some characteristics, unique characteristics, that is clocking. All flip-flops receive the same clock signal at the same time and consider speed faster because it is very faster because there is no ripple effect or delay due to sequential triggering. Design complexity, when we consider design complexity, it requires additional combinational logic to manage state transition and output. State changes occur simultaneously across all flip-flops. Okay, here you can see the one example of synchronous counter. When we are applying clock signal, simultaneously A, B, C, D will be generated. Okay, and in synchronous counter, it has some of the advantages, that is no ripple delays and suitable for high speed operations. Output are synchronous with the clock, and it has one disadvantage, it require more hardware due to additional logic gates. And let me discuss the asynchronous counter. In a asynchronous counter, flip-flops are triggered sequentially. The output of the flip-flop serves as the clock input for the next flip-flop. It depending upon the manner in which the flip-flop are triggered, counted can be divided into two major categories. That is, one is asynchronous counter and another one is synchronous counter. Okay, and then also asynchronous has some advantages. Simple design, it require fewer gates and low power consumption. It has some disadvantages like ripple delays make it unsuitable for high speed operation. Also, outputs are not synchronized with the clock. And let me see the some comparison of synchronous and asynchronous counter. In synchronous counter, all flip-flop triggered simultaneously, whereas asynchronous counter, all flip-flops triggered sequentially. Okay. Also, when we are consider speed, synchronous counter has more speed compared than the asynchronous. And design also complex and application of synchronous counter is high speed system. Where we need the high speed system, there we have to use synchronous counter. Then low speed system, for low speed system we are using asynchronous counter. Propagation delay very minimal when we are compare the asynchronous counter. Consider the synchronization, all output synchronized, where it has some lacking. Consider the asynchronous counter. And some of the application: frequency counters, wave generator, digital clocks, digital triangular. These all are the some of the applications of counters. And frequency counter, digital clock, time measurement, analog to digital converter, frequency divider circuits. These all are the some of the applications. If you have any doubt, you can ask me through the comment. We will meet in next video. Thank you.